Economic conditions have entered a more lethal phase, with human rights organizations reporting the deaths of at least 3 children amid an expanding security crackdown. The demonstrations, triggered by a sharp currency collapse and rising living costs, have spread to 78 cities and more than 220 locations across Iran, according to human rights activists in Iran. The group says at least 20 people have been killed and nearly 1,000 individuals arrested since the protests began more than a week ago. Human rights monitors report that minors are among those killed during the unrest. 15-year-old Mostafa Falahi was reportedly shot dead on January 1st in the city of Azna after security forces opened fire on protesters. In Kermanshah, 17-year-old Rasul Kadavarian was killed on January 3rd alongside his older brother when security forces allegedly fired directly at demonstrators. A third fatality involving a 17-year-old in Qom has been reported by state media and corroborated by rights groups, though the individual's identity has not yet been confirmed. Rights organizations say at least 44 children have been arrested during the protests, underscoring the presence of minors among demonstrators and bystanders. Human rights activists in Iran has accused security forces of indiscriminate targeting of civilians, describing the actions as violations of international law. The crackdown has intensified following remarks by Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, who referred to protesters as rioters. Despite the warning, demonstrations continued over the weekend, with protesters calling for the release of detainees and broader political change. Witnesses in western Iran described scenes of heavy force being used against crowds. One protester in Ilam said security forces opened fire on demonstrators gathered outside a government building, describing conditions as chaotic and dangerous. Several people were reportedly injured, with efforts made to transport the wounded to hospitals before arrests could take place. Human rights groups later reported that security forces raided medical facilities, including Khomeini Hospital in Ilam, where injured protesters were being treated. Rights monitors say tear gas, pellet guns, and live ammunition have been deployed during crowd control operations. The current unrest follows a pattern seen during the 2022